Hey coin collectors, and welcome to DC Coin World International Coin Channel. And today we've got a 1 penny coin from the United Kingdom from 1962 and 3 1 penny coins from the United States from 1962. So let's take a look at them. Obviously you can tell there's a significant difference in size, and if we put the 1 penny here, we can see that it doesn't come anywhere near covering. And if we tip it up on its edge, we see that it's also a thinner coin. These are, of course, smooth edge coins, both of them. So the 1962 1 penny coin from the United Kingdom has a weight of 9.45 grams. And of course, the United States 1 penny coin weighs 3.31 grams. So that's why we had 3 of them. If you add the 3 1962 1 penny coins in weight together, they're still a little bit less. They're 9.33 grams, and the 1 penny coin from the United Kingdom is 9.45 grams. It's just a big, and it's a nice coin. This one's a well-used coin, well-loved, sometimes people say, and it has Queen Elizabeth II on it. In front of her it says Elizabeth II, Elizabeth II, Dea Gratia, by the grace of God, Regina or Queen. And if we tip it up, we can see that it is the Mary Gillick first portrait that originally came out on this penny in 1953. The United Kingdom does not make coins every year like the United States does. So when you look for these coins, the first thing you'll see if you look them up on Numista or one of the websites is that it says that this coin started in 1954. Well, it did, because in 1953, they had a little bit different inscription on it. It said Brit Om, or Queen of all Britons. And so the 1953 was a one-off, the coronation year, one-off. And then 1954 is when they actually started making these coins. These large 1 penny coins, they made them until 1967. Well, let's talk about that. They actually made some in 1970, but they're only proof coins. So no circulating coins came out from 1970, but they made these from 1954 to 1967 in circulating versions. But of those years, in 1954 they only made 1. In 1961 they made 48 million, and this year, 1962, they made 157.5 million. So they made them actually for general circulation in 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, and 67. And then, of course, when we get to the back, I should stop talking, just let you look at Britannia sitting here, huh? 1 behind her, penny in front of her. She's carrying the trident here, has a shield back here, and this one is one of the lighthouse ones. It says 1962 beneath her. She has the helmet, the tufted helmet, the flowing robes. This has a outer beaded rim. You see how the beads go around the outer rim here, and they do not touch, but when they get kind of flattened out or used, they do start to touch. And you see we have that same beaded outer rim here going around the back. Now the seated Britannia, that's not a Mary Gillick, that's a Charles Walter Coombs engraving. And in each of these ones, it'll just have the year down here below. Since we have the United States coins, let's take a look at them too. So this is a 1962 1 penny coin. Has Lincoln facing to the right, and God we trust above him, liberty behind him. 1962, and because there's nothing down here underneath the 1962, we know this is a Philadelphia coin. Again, smooth edged, and then when we go to the back, we see the Lincoln Memorial. At the top here it says United States of America, E pluribus unum underneath it, 1 cent at the bottom. And so that's the 1962 Philadelphia. Here's another Philadelphia, and you can see it's much more defined. And let's see if we can actually see something. Now, this is the one. That's why I wanted to switch it over, and that's because this is Lincoln. in the Lincoln Memorial. You can see him back here in the center. On a good United States penny, you can see Lincoln Memorial cent. You can see Lincoln way in the back. And then we also have the Denver version. And the way you can tell the Denver version is it doesn't have the blank down below it here. It has the D down below it, and that's for Denver. So in 1962, and look how well defined this is compared to this one. In 1962, they made them in Denver, and they made them in Philadelphia, and they're not really valuable, but it turns out that they are worth a little bit more than the 1 penny coin from Great Britain. The 1 penny coin from Great Britain from 1962 is probably worth about 50 to 75 cents. The 1962 D here is worth about that amount. The 1962 Philly is worth about that amount. But if you get a really, really good D, an MS65D from 1962 in the pennies, that's going to be worth $14 or $15. And if you get a really, really good 1 penny coin from the United Kingdom or Great Britain from 1962, it's going to be worth probably $3 to $5. All right, well, that's all we have today from DC Coin World International Coin Channel. And there's our 1962 pennies. Of course, in the United States, we call them 1 cent coins. And in terms of how it's labeled as a 1 cent. And in the United Kingdom, it's labeled as a penny, but in both places, the United States and the United Kingdom, we call these penny coins. This penny coin is not usable anymore. On July 31st, 1971, they demonetized it. These ones are all still usable, and you can still find them in their change in the United States. Have a great day from DC Coin World International Coin Channel.